Yeah, my name's Hirsch. Farm here at Latham and Bunjil, which is across the low and medium rainfall zones in the Midwest. We have a typical cropping enterprise with wheat, barley, canola and lupins. And in recent years we've tried to take a particular focus in trying to improve our canola and lupins in our system, and which has led us down the path of various soil amelioration and other systems work, trying to make that system tick for us. Yeah, so soil management has been a really big focus in the last 5 years for us. We've sort of taken a two-prong approach. One is trying to get the roots deeper into the soil and looking at compaction and subsoil acidity to try and let the plants finish off a little bit better later in the year. And the second one is at the surface, trying to keep a bit more residue to try and create a bit better environment for the young seedlings and seeds to germinate in, and maybe keep the soil moisture a bit closer to the surface. So that's where we've been trying to focus our efforts in the last few years. My Gen Y project in the last couple of years we've been looking at post-emergent deep ripping, which is a little bit counterintuitive to a lot of people, and but where that's come about has been we've had some really good results, especially with canola with deep ripping. It's been able to finish off later in the year a lot better, but we've also had some risky results by burying the residue. You can sort of create a bit of an uneven and unkind seed bed for canola to germinate in. So we were trying to look at how we could maybe try and get the benefits of better canola yields from deeper roots from deep ripping without jeopardising our germination, and that's where post-emergent deep ripping investigation has come into it. So this trial we've been trying to build on. We conducted the same trial last year, looking at ripping a typical sandplain soil type for us, which is deep ripping responsive. We've ripped it at our normal timing, which is January and February. And then looked at also got some unripped control strips, and then we've planted canola into it. This year we've had really good conditions to germinate canola in with the cyclone, so we got it in early April, and then we come back and we've done some rip strips in between those two, between the control unripped and the previously ripped strips. We've done post-seeding ripping at about 8-leaf canola. So. And this year, every year is different, and this year was seemed to be a lot different than last year. We had full moisture profile ripping with both events, so that's meant that I think we've had a lot less plant deaths and plant injury this year than we did last year. And so I think it's be interested to see how we go at harvest, because last year we probably injured the plants too much. And so we had a slightly negative yield response, which was not unexpected. This year we'll see, because it's been very wet, so we're not sure whether we'll get a ripping response at all. But if it dries out, I think we'll see something. These trial sites, I think there's a bit of interest because there's a lot of people in our situation looking at this because there's a few issues there, whether it's having enough machinery to be able to seed and at the perfect time and rip at the perfect time, which sometimes are both at the same time, and then you've got to have the staff to be able to do it, which is a problem for us and a lot of other farmers in our region. Although in the last couple of years since we've been looking at this, we've also changed our seeding system to try and also get a better establishment in challenging conditions, and we feel like if we can, although I do think post-emergent deep ripping will have its place in certain situations, I would also like to imagine if we can improve our seeding system to give us that better germination, then we may not actually need to. We're trying to attack this problem with multiple solutions, and I'm sure post-emergent deep ripping will have it still fit, but we just have to flesh it out to work out which situation it's going to work compared to others. So this is the second year I've been involved with the Gen Y group as part of the Liebe group. There's both years have been really good, really refreshing, and I think my imagination and really gets turbocharged by working with other younger farmers that have been able to share ideas and have some positive, constructive criticism and feedback and try to flesh them out. So I've really enjoyed it. And I guess the best part of it has been the other younger farmers who I've been at. Interesting to hear their ideas and see how they're going, and it's been really good. One of the cool things, I guess, is we've had, myself included, we're also trying to repeat some of their research from last year. Every year seems to be different in farming, and this year seems to be really good, really wet, and so I think there's a few guys in the group that have tried to follow on with their existing research, and it'll be interesting to see if we can repeat some of the results from last year, or we might get completely different different performances from some of the things people are trying. So ours included, we've noticed that there's been it's responded a lot differently to last year, and I'm sure if we keep following up on this research and keep sharing the results, it'll be different again next year as well. So I guess next step is harvest time and getting the weigh trailer out here to have a look at what sort of harvest results we get, because as much as we can look at visuals and establishment and plant health and a lot of those subjective assessments, the truth will be in the yield monitor. Looking forward to that. It's been great to be involved in the Gen Y group this year, and I'll be really looking forward to catching up with everyone, to hear about what their results are as well. So can't wait for harvest 2021.